2022 has been a weird year for the Overwatch League, from changing to Overwatch 1, still playing online, while having some matches playing on LAN. In the 2022 playoffs for Overwatch League, the teams will be traveling to the US to compete in the Anaheim Convention Center. Will the Dragons defend their title? Will the Fuel get their first championship? Or will the Shock get their third championship? Let's have a look at all of the 12 teams who will compete in the 2022 Overwatch League playoffs. Let's start off with the first seed of the West region, that being the Dallas Fuel. Over the years, the Fuel hasn't been top contenders, but with them being the first seed team and finishing third last season, that might change. The full Korean roster includes the full DPSs of Doa, Sparkle, Edison, and Girio, the tank duo of Hanbin and Fearless, and the support duo of Fielder and Chayo. The coaches are Rush, Aid, and Rascal. The team looking for their third championship. You could say this is the San Francisco Shock's chance to get a third trophy after a very lackluster 2021 playoffs, which made them finish fourth. But with some new paces in the team and a very explosive Rookie of the Year contender, the Shock looks very strong coming to the playoffs. The mixed roster includes 4 DPS players of Kilo, Proper, Sam, and Striker, the tank duo of Kalush and Mikey, and the support duo of Violet as the captain and Finn, while the coaches are Krusty, Sazarus, and 9K. The two-time tournament winners for the West region are the Los Angeles Gladiators, who has been on a tear over this year. After finishing 5th through 6th last season, and with some massive upgrades for this season, the best LA team are looking for their first championship, which they deserve. The mixed roster includes the DPS duo of Kevster and Happy, the tank duo of Space and Reiner, and the support trio of Shu, Skeward, and Funny Astro. The coaches are Face, Hunter, and Smash. A team which has seen some improvement is the Houston Outlaws, who didn't qualify for the playoffs last season due to them losing to the Shock in the play-ins. But with some massive pickups over the offseason, this team will be given everything they have to be the best out of all the teams. The mixed roster includes a DPS trio of Dante, Pelican, and Merit, not only tank in the team Doge, but you could also put Dante as a tank as well, and the support trio of Lostro, Lep, and Creative. The coaches are Junkbuck, Jake, and Hoochie Lee. A team which has massively improved from last season is the team which finished 11th out of 12 in the West region last season, which is the Season 1 champions, the London Spitfire. This team was thought to be the worst team in the league by many, but has surprised everyone with what's looking like a very good season for this team. The NA and EU roster includes a DPS trio of Sparker, Shax, and Backbone, the tank duo of Hattie and Poco, and the support trio of Admiral, Landon, and Khan. The coaches are Christopher and Commander X. The final team which qualified via the C team is the second place team from last season, the Atlanta Reign, which have added many players for this season and once again looking very average coming to the playoffs. The mixed roster includes the full DPS players of Kai, Nero, Venom, and Speedily, the tank duo of Gator, who is the captain, and Hawk, and the support trio of OG, Ultraviolet, and Vigilant. The coaches are Sephi and Danny. From the Countdown Cup for the West region is the Florida Mayhem, who will be competing for the trophy for the first time in the organization's lifetime. The team's also looking to bring the trophy to Florida for the first time. The mixed roster consists of the DPS trio of Checkmate, Hydron, and Xe, the only tank player of Someone, and the support trio of Sir Majid, Hanamo, and RuPaul. The coaches are Goomba, McGravy, and Day One. The second team and final team from the West region is the Toronto Defiant, who has been very quiet this season and has flown under people's radars who might contend for the trophy after the late resurgence during the regular season. The Korean roster includes a DPS trio of Hisu, Finale, and Although, the tank duo of Hotba and Muse, and the support duo of Twilight and Choro. The coaches are Yang Wang, Moby Dick, and Docs. Now let's move to the East teams, and the first seed being the Seoul Dynasty, who is the only team who could challenge the Dragons as the best team in the East region, and believe me, it has been a great battle to watch. After not making it to the playoffs after getting beaten by the Fusion last year, the team has a good chance to taking the trophy to Seoul. The Korean roster includes a DPS trio of Fitz, Prophet, and Stalker, the only tank, that being Smurf, and the support duo of Vindime and Iris. The coaches are Toby, Hyung, and MMA. Our last season champions, the Shanghai Dragons, has been looking a tiny bit worse from last season, but still one of the top teams in the league. The team also has a very good chance to make it 2 in a row, joining the Shock as it's a team to do it. The Korean roster includes a DPS trio of Fleda, Lip, and Huayu, a tank duo of Void, who is the captain and Fate, and the support trio of Izayaki, Lee Jae-gong, and Bebe. The coaches are Moon, Kong, Damon, and Pavane. If they do win, could we also see that in Valorant? I wonder. The team who qualified for the playoffs last season by the play-ins and finished from 7th through 8th is the Philadelphia Fusion, that has brought some top talent players to the roster, and with the team's success early in the season, there is some hope for this Fusion to make a decent run in the playoffs. The Korean roster includes a DPS trio of Carpe, who is the captain, MN3 and Zest, the tank duo of Fury and Belarusia, and the support duo of AimGod and Fixer. The coaches are Jin, Chara, and Sungmin. This also might be Carpe's final time to win a championship, as he is rumored to be joining T1's Valorant roster next year. From the Countdown Cup, the final team in the playoffs from the East region is the Hangzhou Spark, who was looking at a team to be reckoned with in the East region. However, they did have a dreadful end to the regular season with only 2 wins in both the Summer Showdown and the Countdown Cup. The Korean and Chinese roster consists of the full DPS players of Architect, Shy, Pineapple, and Alphaye, the tank duo of Gushui and Bernard, and the full support players of Irony, Super Rich, Neko, and Teru. The coaches are Changgong and Miro. So that's really about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys next time in the next one. Goodbye.